I think it's safe to say that not every game is going to win me over, and we've finally gotten to that point. If you're new to the channel, hey, hi, hello, I'm Athena. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching, and more importantly, thank you for being you. I put a lot of time into trying to finish Fall of Porcupine, and it just didn't happen for me, but I'm still gonna cover it because just because it wasn't my cup of tea doesn't mean that it won't be yours. So here's another video of me playing games so you don't have to, or you'll really want to. Before we get started, Fall of Porcupine is available on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, as well as the Nintendo Switch, so you have all platforms to choose from. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as it really does help my channel out, and let's get to it. Fall of Porcupine is a stunning story adventure game that follows Finley as he discovers what life is like in a new town called Porcupine. We get to learn about becoming a new doctor in an unhealthy healthcare system, which doesn't sound like the greatest scenario in the world, but we kept trucking through it. Following Finley's everyday life, we not only learn more about how to do our job at the hospital, but we also make friends along the way and get to uncover all of the secrets of this small town. Throughout the game, we get to experience all facets of being a doctor, and that means not always finding a cure for the patients that come through our hospital. Something that I really enjoyed about curing the patients were the mini-games. Each patient has their own mini-game attached to them based off of the work that needs to be done in order to get them healthy again. The mini-games were challenging without feeling too overwhelming, and there didn't seem to be any disadvantage or consequence if you're not good at them. Each day you get evaluated based off of your treatments, and it feels a little bit like getting a report card, so I wanted to make sure I did my best. The only thing I will say is that there were no in-game hints for the minigames, so if you can't figure it out, you're kind of forced to look them up. Overall, the general feel for the story and dialogue was funny and witty, but the game had a pretty intense way of shifting to dark and sad right when you're getting comfy. There were a lot of fun things to do, but sometimes it felt like there was no direction with the storyline, and I was struggling to keep up. And don't get me wrong, I love a good story-based adventure game every once in a while, but this one had a really hard time keeping my attention, and the story just dragged on. I think ultimately if the game stuck to solely curing patients and focusing on the minigames, I personally would have enjoyed it much better, but it's definitely not a horrible game by any means. I wish I could share more about the game with you, but my time in Porcupine was cut short because I experienced a bug during my playthrough which made me completely have to stop playing the game. After a cutscene about halfway through the game, the language completely shifted to Dutch, and no matter how hard I tried, it just wouldn't go back to English, and I didn't want to complete the game without knowing what was going on. And that wasn't the only bug I experienced. Every time I tried to turn off the camera sway, it didn't want to stay that way, and that was a real issue for me personally because I tend to get motion sick quite easily while playing video games. And not only that, but every time I went to use the in-game cell phone, there was a cursor right in the middle of the screen, and it was hard to tell whether or not that was intentional. I think overall, if you're looking for a slow-paced story adventure game, you're gonna enjoy this a lot more than I did. And I would love to talk about the trophies as I play on PlayStation and I'm a huge trophy hunter, but as I didn't even complete the game myself, that's not something that I have knowledge on, but it did seem that there are missable trophies, so if you don't get all of them during your first playthrough, you're gonna have to go back and play through the game again. I know this one was a short one as far as reviews go, but hopefully next time I won't get cut short on my playthrough. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as it really does help my channel out, and I'll see you next time, friends. Be kind, be safe, and remember, you matter.